What is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Now, a lot of people are quite upset about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel delay. A lot of people are super upset, acting as if it's the end of the world. Oh my god, one of Nintendo's best games of 2022 has been delayed until early 2023. Oh, how are we going to live? How are us Zelda fans gonna actually get content? Yeah, not like you don't have Breath of the Wild 1, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. You have that, what's it called? That Hyrule beat rhythm game. You know, you have Link's Awakening, HD, whatever. Like, you have Zelda games on the Switch. It's not like you're starving for Zelda content. And knowing Nintendo, they probably have Wind Waker HD lying in the back, and they're like, oh, we'll just put that out this year. So, yeah, Zelda fans, you're not starved for content. Sit down, calm down. The world's not going to end. So I kind of want to say other games that I'm personally excited for this year to sidetrack me with the delay of Breath of the Wild 2, because I actually was pretty excited for Breath of the Wild 2. I'm not the biggest Zelda fan in the world, but I did really like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It was a really fun game. It's the first Zelda game I actually went through and beat to mostly completion. I got all the Divine Beasts, you know, I beat Ganon. I didn't pull the Master Sword, but either way, like, I did most of the things that were to be done, and I put quite a few hours into that game, and I actually had a really good time with it. And yes, that was mostly a way of defending myself in case the Zelda fans wanted to attack me for saying that they're not starved of content, because I get it, game delays suck, but they happen. Would you want Breath of the Wild 2 to be a little more messy, or would you rather wait a little while and have it be more polished? I would go for the latter. So without any further ado, I know I spent a while rambling on in that intro. Let's get into 5 games I am personally very excited for this year that'll definitely sidetrack me from Breath of the Wild 2. Alright, so let's start off with an honorable mention, because this game's already out. Like, my list of games are games that are coming out, but this game's already out, so it's an honorable mention, and that's Kirby. Now, I haven't played Kirby yet, but I've heard so many good things. I heard that many people are considering it for their Nintendo Game of the Year since Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed. And if it's really that good, people should definitely check it out. It looks like it's more than just your standard, normal, boring, easy Kirby game. It looks like there's a little more to it. You know, it's a 3D platformer, and sure, there's less copyability, so that's kind of the main complaint I've heard. But the game does look like it has enough charm and playability to actually kind of overshadow that. So if you guys haven't checked out Kirby in the Forgotten Land, you should do it, and let me know what you think down in the comments down below. I'm probably going to give it a shot, but right now there's too much going on. I can't really give it a shot right now, but one day, hopefully I will, and yeah, I'll probably really like it. Okay, so first up, Mario Strikers Battle League. Mario Strikers Battle League is a really big one for me because there hasn't been a Mario Strikers game since the Nintendo Wii. Like, it's been over 10 years, probably getting close to 15 years at this point, honestly, since the last Mario Strikers game. And while they're not my favorite Mario sports games, those usually get reserved for Mario Tennis and Golf, at least back in the old days, Mario Strikers is still a really good Mario sports game filled with really, you know, nice charm and design, and everything about that game is just amazing. I actually have a video that I'm doing on Mario Strikers that's going to be going up on Friday, so hopefully you guys will stick around and check out that video when it comes out. I'm basically going to be predicting and saying what kind of stadiums I'd want to see in Mario Strikers Battle League, so definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already to be up to date and get notified when that video comes out. So yeah, can't wait for that video to come out, and cannot wait for Mario Strikers Battle League to come out on June 10th. Speaking of June 10th, because this game is coming out the same day, The Quarry, the spiritual sequel to Until Dawn by Supermassive Games and published by 2K. I am personally so excited for this game. This game just oozes 80s slasher film charm, and I love it. I love everything about it. I've read up on the game a little bit since the video I posted last week on the video, or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was. Check out that video if you haven't done so already. But it looks really cool, the characters look really cool, I'm really excited to see what they do because it looks way bigger in scope than the Dark Pictures anthology, and I'll plug in here, I am looking forward to The Devil in Me, but I can't include any trailer footage because, you know, Bandai Namco, they'll take it down or they'll copyright claim it, whatever, so I'm just going to talk about The Quarry. I'm very excited for this game. I love the decisions matter kind of games that Supermassive Games do, and this one really looks like the follow-up to Until Dawn. that everyone wanted, and I really hope it's as good as it's looking. So yeah, the Quarry is also coming out on June 10th. That date is going to be very busy for me, especially since that's 5 days before my birthday. Kind of crazy. Next up, Hogwarts Legacy. You all knew this one was coming up. I am so excited for Hogwarts Legacy, especially now that we know it is coming to the Nintendo Switch. I am really curious to see how it will perform on the Switch, but either way, I am so excited for this game. It's the Harry Potter RPG most of us have been wanting since we were kids, since we were reading the books and watching the movies. It takes place in Hogwarts. You can take care of magical beasts like Nifflers and all that. You can take classes, you can make friends, you battle dark magic. There's an interesting backstory. There's, familiar characters you can meet, like Nearly Headless Nick, and I'm hoping Albus Dumbledore makes an appearance, or even Aberforth Dumbledore, or someone in the Dumbledore family, because that is around the time where they went to Hogwarts. There's a lot of cool things about this game, a lot of mysteries to uncover. Hogwarts looks so expansive, and there's a lot of little book references, like you see the house elves in the kitchen, which is where they, what their role was in Hogwarts in the books. Just so much good-looking stuff in this game. That presentation last week blew me away. I'm so excited for this game. This game comes out sometime this holiday. There's no real release window or date yet, just holiday this year. And I think it'll be a really good way to spend the time when winter comes around, when we're all huddled up inside, hibernating from the snow. It'll be a perfect game to play. I cannot wait. Next up is SpongeBob SquarePants, the Cosmic Shake. Now, I actually did play a little bit of the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game the other day here on the channel. I'm trying to stream a little bit more, as you guys know, and I'm glad you guys have been enjoying this stream. But this one, I'm really excited for because I'm kind of curious what they're going to do with it. I'm wondering if it's literally going to feel like a sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom, if it's going to have the exact feel, if it's going to have the same moves that were in Battle for Bikini Bottom, just evolved, kind of like what SpongeBob SquarePants the movie game did, or if they're going to go in a completely different direction, because obviously it seems like only SpongeBob is playable in this game, as opposed to also Patrick and Sandy, but we will have to see, we will have to wait, once we get more information, we can actually talk about it a little more in depth. We haven't even seen gameplay, we've just seen a cinematic trailer, kind of showing off what we can expect from the worlds. They seem like they're going to be like the same exact worlds that were in Battle for Bikini Bottom, but they have a theme to them, like Rock Bottom has a Halloween theme, I think Jellyfish Fields has a Wild Wild West theme. So I'm really interested to see what they do. I'm hoping it comes out really good. The actual sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom being Truth or Square, I wasn't a huge fan of that one. I didn't hate the game, I liked it, it was fun, but I feel like it was kind of half-baked. It didn't feel like a new, complete, fun package. So I'm really hoping that the Cosmic Shake is that. And I feel like it might be because of the fact that Purple Lamp have, really shown love and appreciation for the franchise. So I do think we are going to get a really good time with the Cosmic Shake, and I cannot wait for that to come out. We have no release date, no release window, nothing on that game. There is some speculation about it coming out in July, which a lot of people have been asking me about talking about the release date being in July, and I personally don't know. It's definitely not outside of the realm of possibility, but if it is in July, we would have to hear more about it soon. So, guess just stay tuned and wait for more information. The last game I have here is actually coming out really soon, and that is Nintendo Switch Sports. I was really struggling with this 5th spot, because I was like, I don't quite know what to put here. I did want to put another Nintendo game, but I was like, I don't really know what other Nintendo game I'm really looking forward to, and I guess the only other thing that kind of qualifies is Nintendo Switch Sports. Now, I will admit, I will actually talk about that demo for a second here, because, I'm sure Nintendo's not going to watch this video and take it down, but that Nintendo Switch Sports demo that came out, a few weeks ago or a month ago, whatever, was honestly really fun. I enjoyed myself. I really liked the bowling. It felt like Wii Sports Bowling, which for me it was super important. I kind of liked that sword fighting one, I forgot, like Chocobo or something, the sword fighting one. I actually thought that was decently fun, and actually might have been my favorite. There's a lot of strategy in how you held your swords, and it was a really fun one. I enjoyed myself. And then, of course, there was tennis, which is tennis, it wasn't anything super spectacular, but it wasn't bad either. It was actually quite fun. I was really concerned about how this game was going to control, given the fact that the Wii was a little more precise with its motion controls. but it actually worked pretty well. I was honestly legitimately surprised. Maybe it used the movements of the controller rather than actually sensing every move you make, like it sensed you doing this for bowling, for instance, rather than, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it controlled really well, it felt really good, it looks really good, and I'm genuinely pretty excited for Nintendo Switch Sports. Even if the Mii's aren't as big of a focus, I actually have grown onto those avatar things that were in the game. I actually kind of liked those, and I'm probably going to be utilizing them rather than the Mii's. I know, Mii stands are going to go crazy, but I don't know, I quite enjoyed it. So there you have it, guys. Those are 5 games I am looking forward to this year, because obviously Breath of the Wild 2 has been delayed. There are so many other games coming out this year to look forward to, and I just covered, like, I scratched the surface of the games coming out this year. There's a lot of really cool games coming out this year, but these are just the ones I was personally excited about. Of course, there's that new Sonic game, you know, Sonic Frontiers, whatever, that's coming out. There's other Nintendo games coming out as well, like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Splatoon 3. There's so much coming out, and so much to be excited for. So, yes, Breath of the Wild 2 being delayed does kind of suck, but this year is so heavy in terms of the games that we're getting, it's okay for it to be delayed by a few months, half a year at most, right? Because we all knew if this was coming out this year, it would have been a holiday title. So what, it might be a 4-month delay? That's really not that big, in all things considered. You know, like, I don't know. I just think people are overreacting to it, personally, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you all have to say. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified of when I upload videos. And check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there for you to check out. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you in the next video.